Hey guys, it's Pancake here. I wanted to make a video today about something that I've given a lot of thought to. Um, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to do it. Simple fact about um, just how I enjoy this sport. It was about joining the TTC. I'm for sure joining college football TTC, Ohio State um, TTC. I'll be joining that in the fall. But I also wanted to join the NFL TTC somehow. I was hesitant to because I don't want to be one of those guys. Um, but I enjoy watching TTC. I watch it on YouTube. I'm a viewer of it, and I just wanted to get in on it somehow. Um, this is my background with the NFL. I grew up in Ohio. I'm born in Ohio. I've been in Ohio my whole life, as you can see with the Reds, Ohio State, and such. Um, Basically, growing up, I've always liked two football teams. Two NFL teams I have liked. I have followed my whole life. They're just two teams that don't really pass, don't really cross over that much. So it's just always worked out that I like them. My whole life, I have liked the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. Growing up, my dad likes the Bengals, or the Bengals. My dad likes the Cowboys. So growing up, I've always liked the Cowboys. First season I remember is '96. It was the year the Cowboys were defending champions. I vaguely remember the '95 Super Bowl. Um, but yeah, '96 is the first season that I can recall as a football fan. And then obviously I'm a big football fan, so it's kind of hard to grow up around here and not like the Bengals. Um, I've watched them, Keely Smith, all the bad years, and then now with Carson Palmer. Yeah, I went through Carson Palmer, and then that with Andy Dalton and the group that's playing there now. I've followed. I have knowledge of both franchises. I would challenge anyone to challenge me on knowing both franchises. But like I said, of course, liking two teams, um, it's kind of hard to kind of hard to get in TTC liking two teams. Now, on this channel, I will talk about both teams. I will talk about the Cowboys and talk about the Bengals, the game coming up, and all that on this channel. But for TTC purposes, I will rep the Bengals. Um, I I just thought there's a lot more. Seems to be a lot more Cowboy fans on YouTube than Bengal fans. Um, I like the Bengals, and I'm a very proud Ohioan when it comes to sports. Um, The only real Ohio team I can't root for is the Bearcats football because they bitch and whine about Ohio State all the time. But other than that, I'm pretty much all Ohio. I'm very proud to be in Ohio, and I really like this Bengals team. And I'm excited about this upcoming Bengals team. Um, so yeah, I'm officially joining the TTC, um, and I'll be repping the Bengals. Like I said, my childhood. Basically growing up, I grew up here, and then I was big into football growing up, and basically Sundays for me entailed a lot of the times going to Bengal games. They would play at 1 o'clock here. My grandpa would get tickets a lot of the time from. My grandpa works at Key Chrysler, and the boss there gets tickets all the time. He has season tickets, so I went to a lot of Bengals games. I would go to the Bengals games at 1, and then we would get home, and I would be able to catch most of the Cowboys game because back then, or pretty much now, the Cowboys, because they're in Texas, would always play the late game. And I like both teams. I knew everything about both teams, and I get mad when both of them lose. I'm emotionally attached to two teams because this isn't like a scenario where I moved somewhere and then I sort of like adopted the team. No, I've liked these two teams since I've been born, and when they both play, I look at it more as a win-win. Normally, typically, I go with the one that obviously is more like if they would have played this year. Obviously, I like both teams. The Bengals were more into the playoff picture than the Cowboys, so I mean, naturally, I'm going to go with the Bengals because I want them to get the win for the playoffs. My dream, which I thought might have happened this year, is a Bengals Cowboys Super Bowl. That and to me, that's I think I mean like when most people would be conflicted, I think of it as a win-win. One of my teams is winning, but like I said, I mean nobody that I know, family, friends, really calls me a fair weather fan because when you think about it, Cowboys Bengals, think about their history, the recent years since the '90s, big games. Like I said, Bengals this year against the Steelers, hello, choke job. Cowboys last year at Green Bay, hello. Like I said, I mean, if anything, I'm a glutton for punishment because both these teams, which is hilarious to me, both these teams, one's in Cincinnati, Ohio, one's located in Dallas, Texas, and they both have the same ailment that they can't compete in big games. They can't win big games. Um, it's at least I got my Buckeyes. They won the national championship last year. Hopefully, and I think they will win again this year, or at least be in it. I'm a big fan of Big Vol Daddy on YouTube. He thinks Tennessee will win championship this year. I would love to see them play Ohio State in the playoffs because I have a my wife's uncle is a big Vols fan, and we go back and forth all the time thinking he thinks Ohio State would have no chance in the SEC, and he thinks Tennessee would mop the floor with Ohio State, and Ohio State's only good because they're in the Big Ten. So we go round and round. So I would love for Ohio State to play Tennessee in the playoffs this year. Um, but yeah, this pretty much this video is. I've already said I'm joining whatever. I don't know what baseball does. I'll be doing Reds TTC and Ohio State TTC. And like I said, I'll be repping the Bengals for NFL TTC. Um, Like I said, anyone who thinks it's so weird I like both teams, the comment section, I challenge you to try me. I've followed both teams, so I pretty much know anything. I grew up here, so I look at it, I explained it. What a lot of like I'm I'm a bigger football fan. Like most people that know me, sports is the main thing I think about. Main thing. I like football more than the average person. So mainly, it's just turned into I like both. I'm into football so much that I just like both teams, and I say that people that know me legitly. I mean, look at me like he legitly cares about two teams. It's not a bandwagon back and forth. It's well, luckily for me, is they only play every 4 years, so they don't really cross over. I went to the last time the Cowboys came to here to Paul Brown Stadium, I went to that game. I think it was four. They play this year, so it's 4 years ago. It was awesome. Dan Bailey won with a field goal. Yeah, and I was at the playoff game. I went to a couple games this year, and then I went to the playoff game against Pittsburgh. Horrible. And then I'm hoping to go to AT&T Stadium this spring and take a tour of AT&T Stadium. Excited about that. But yeah, basically that. I'm repping Bengals. Um, I know A Train is the only real Bengal fan I can find on YouTube. I like his stuff. It's really cool. I mean, I'm not the same type of. I'm not going to be a trash talker like WWE segment type deal. I'm basically just going to talk about my team. I'll definitely be a little. I'm a little more like probably like Big Vol Daddy, a little more laid back, not quite in your face about it. But yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, I guess that's it. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you like my other video, I also do gaming videos and stuff like that. Be sure to subscribe so you'll get video updates on my channel. But other than that, I guess that's it. See you guys next time. Bye.